Hi, we are back again with another video on well-being during this COVID crisis. Worries related to health, finances, and job security has kind of made it difficult for us to maintain our routines, our lifestyles, and of course, to some extent, our mental health. Anxiety and stress are a kind of a normal response to such a situation, and accepting that we are experiencing such emotions is also difficult at times. In my last video, I spoke about self-awareness. Self-awareness is part of a broader concept where we are talking of unconditional self-acceptance, accepting not just the positives that we bring to the table, but also accepting without judgment what we would normally brush under the carpet. At a time as uncertain and chaotic as these times, it's important to be aware of our stress points so that we can restore well-being. In the self-awareness video, I had mentioned Enneagram. So now your question would be, does the knowledge of Enneagram system allow us unconditional self-acceptance and well-being? The answer is a resounding yes, most definitely. An intervention using Enneagram and emotional intelligence can enable us to increase our self-knowledge and deter those irrational thoughts which prevent us from experiencing well-being. So what is well-being and how do we define well-being? The concept of well-being not just means physical well-being, but we are also talking of mental and social well-being. The concept of social participation, leisure, health, family life, finances, security, work environment, all these are part of being in the well-being domain. In the corporate environment, it has been linked to better health, increased job satisfaction and productivity, and more engaged employees. But when stress hits us, each of us respond in a particular way. In Enneagram language, what we would call a typical type-based personality, in which each of us responds to stress in a way which is completely unique to ourselves. As an example, people whose motivation is to be outstanding. In a stressful situation, initially their self-talk might be, I need to perform well on the task which is assigned to me. That is the only way I can look competent and successful. I must perform these tasks well. They may overwork themselves to the point of burnout, and if that does not fulfill their sense of competency and accomplishment, they become completely disengaged and apathetic, working mainly on autopilot, becoming indecisive, less productive, and inefficient. While each type within the Enneagram has a different approach to handling stress, there are certain things that all of us can do. Here are some quick tips which will help us to imbibe well-being as a day-to-day habit. The first habit is connect with others virtually. Take time out to do a video call with family, friends. Connecting with these close people allows us to feel a sense of calmness and safety. Even a occasional hello to a stranger can boost positive feelings in us. Focus on the quality of the relationships rather than on quantity. If someone makes you feel loved, appreciated, happy, or supported, keep the connection going. Express gratitude. Take time out and write down about things and people in your life who you are grateful for. While it's an activity that seems simple, it has long-lasting benefits. Not only does it reduce stress, it also increases your happiness quotient and keeps you motivated. Gratitude has been clearly linked to well-being and happiness. Though we keep talking of multitasking, seriously, it's a misnomer. It can lead to overstimulation of the brain function and could lead to more anxiety and stress, leading to long-term decrease in efficiency levels. Paying attention to the physical sensations, the sounds, the smells or taste experiences which connect to these helps us to focus better. Practice mindfulness. Being mindful means to bring all your attention to the now and present. Every time you feel stressed out, just take a long, deep breath. Breathing out longer than you breathe in can help reduce your stress levels. Try inhaling for 4 seconds and exhaling for 8 seconds. Self-acceptance. Circling back to self-acceptance, I think one of the most common phrases we have heard during this time of crisis, that if you don't come out of this lockdown with an additional skill, it was never about not having time. Rather, it's about the discipline you lack. While in itself it may be encouraging, I would urge you to remember not to punish yourself if you have not been able to do that. It's a global pandemic, and all of us have been responding to it in our own way, which is perfectly okay. Self-acceptance is all about accepting whatever you are bringing to yourself and keeping you motivated and happy. To know more about self-awareness, self-acceptance, our stress levels and our happiness levels and our Enneagram type and how we can manage our emotions in a more effective way, you could join my free webinar on Saturday at 12:15 p.m. Which is titled Creating High Performance Workplace Culture Using Enneagram and Emotional Intelligence. We have very limited seats because we believe in focused engagement with our participants. You can register using the link down below. Thank you so much.